I'm gone and I have gambling addiction. Welcome to Honkai Star, where a trash-loving raccoon, a calendar date, an emo dragon boy with past life problems, a grandpa that doesn't give the enemy a turn, and a red-haired girl that fires an orbital laser out of nowhere have a journey to cure world cancer. Turn-based combat. Yes, Star Rail is a turn-based game where your characters and hordes of enemies fight in a civilized manner, which they take turns to hurt each other. What the fuck? Get the dude! Turns don't matter if your enemies are dead anyway. Best advice I can give in this type of games is speed. Since if your characters can break the fucking sound barrier, no enemy can get a turn. Best advice someone can give you in a turn-based game anyway. What the fuck? You have to use your brain when playing turn-based combat games. Which is not very good for me since I have an IQ of a fucking starfish. Part 2. Gotcha. Yes, gotcha. Not this gotcha. This gotcha. Where RNGs can fuck you up. Part 3. Grind. Do I really have to explain the grind? Well, if you insist. First is the material grind, where everything is pain, mostly the traces. Now for the most torturous of them all, the relic grind. Relic farming is like finding children without defects, which is pretty scarce. But when you finally found a good one without defects, but you see the defects when they get older. Then there's the boss drops and the ascension materials. Ascension materials are just the minority. You only need for 10 every 10 levels your character has. Then there's the boss drops where you have to fight an Evangeline shit, an ice waifu, a please dominate me mommy, and a fucking bug. Take note, you can only do this once per week, so it's mandatory to do it every Monday. Do it! Part 4. Characters. Going to somewhat explain all of them, but yeah, I'm just gonna make a tier list for the meta slaves. Ron May, break efficiency, double break, and mommy, S tier. Dr. Ratio, free 5-star, no explanation, S tier. Shui, great damage, great follow-up, great break effect, A tier. March 7, shield aggro, cleanse, best girl, S tier. Dan Heng, average damage and does more damage to slow enemies, B tier. Himiko, can be S tier if paired up with Herta, A tier. Asta can make all of the allies in the domain faster than a bullet, S tier. Takes HP to do more damage, B tier. Sila, the enemy gets no turn, S tier. Natasha, average heal, cleanse, S tier. Pella, single target debuffer, AoE defense decrease, A tier. Hook, average damage and she's a child, B tier. Serval, average damage and rock and roll, B tier. Chingchue, RNG, A tier. Herda, Genius Society number 83, B tier. Tingyun, attack boost and faster ults, S tier. Clara, Ilya Fate reference, A tier. Susheng, Cock, can be stronger if the enemies are broken, B tier. Bronya, Seely's girlfriend, S tier. Japard, Great Wall of China, S tier. Bailu, Colossal Heal, Revive, RNG Heal, S tier. Yanqing, This kid can't stop taking L's. A tier. Well, an old grandpa that creates black holes to delay the enemies. A tier. Sampo, a scammer. B tier. Trailblazer, S tier. I don't care, it's me anyway. Yes. Jingwan, a great balance between single target and AoE. A tier. Silver Wolf, gamer girl. S tier. Luocha, AoE debuffs, cleanse, emergency heal, everything that a healer needs except revive. S tier. Yukong, very high maintenance but the damage boost is fucking worth it. S tier. Blade tries to kill himself but he's immortal. S tier. Kafka, Mommy, A tier. Luca, boxing, B tier. Inhibitor Lune can pretty much brute force anything. S tier. Fu Xuan, my Fubu, baby girl, yeah. S tier. Leaks force feeds you a pill the size of a house. S tier. Jinglu, just like Inhibitor Lune, can pretty much brute force anything. S tier. Topaz is after me because I evade my taxes. A tier. Ginafin, streamer, YouTuber, street performer. B tier. Ho is scared shitless every time. At least she's got the spirit. S tier. Argentine, beauty. I don't know. A tier. Hanya can make one of your characters travel at the speed of light. S tier. Maybe you're asking yourself why I put every support in S tier. Cause you can't live without supports, that's why. And the rest are just damage dealers that can brute force anything, to be honest. Or needs a certain amount of situations to do massive damage, so yeah. No one's in C and D tier because if you build all of your characters correctly, they can deal good amount of fucking damage, I guess. Just build them correctly. This is just my overall tier list for general matters. Now time for to show you guys my damage and support tier list. Here's my damage tier list. S tier can just brute force anything. A tier they're just there to do great damage and something like that. B tiers required a lot of things or they just do average damage. C tier's just C tier because they're just there. I don't know. They do the least amount of damage in my opinion. Now on to the support tier list. S tier is either they can sustain the whole team or can make other characters do a lot of fucking damage. A tier is just the average support, cleanse, heal, attack boost, taunt, everything. And B tier is just there since sometimes they really can't be skill point friendly or they're just do minimum support that others, some others can do better. Part 5, the story. Yeah, I ain't explaining all that. I'm too lazy. Call me fat, I don't care. Just fucking play the game. Part 6, Pats. Pats are just like classes. Let me explain them. The Hunt Pat, sending a fucking nuke to a single person. Nihility, giving enemies stage 10 cancer. Elation, haha funny follow attacks. Yay. Preservation, nano machine son. Abundance, mother nature. Destruction, sacrifices something to do more damage. Remembrance, freeze, I think, yeah. Propagation, bugs, more basic attack damage. Erudition, spam ult. So if you're wondering what are the best paths, it's Remembrance, Nihility, and Destruction. Part 7, Simulated Universe. It was made by this girl, Genius Society number 83. Simulated Universe, just relic farming with more shits and, a more pain in the ass. Why, you ask? Well, there are blessings. The paths that have their own fucking resonance. And you have to go through hordes and hordes of shits. You don't even know if you're gonna get lucky. It's all RNG. and you have to beat a fucking boss. Then there's two you simulated universe game modes that are harder than my dick, which is Swarm Disaster and Golden Gears. Swarm Disasters where you have to beat this fucking bug, and once you complete the 13th story quest, you can get the Path of Propagation. I'm gonna give you guys some tips if you won't get decimated by this fucking bug. Use zigzags so you can get the blessings necessary to beat the shit out of that bug. Oh yeah, let me warn you, once that countdown reaches 0 and you moved, you're gonna be feeding the enemies with steroids, which will result into you getting fucking decimated by the second plane. Now it's time for Golden Gears, where the fucking boss can use path resonance, which is pretty damn annoying and very challenging. Golden Gears is just like Swarm Disaster, but instead of paths, there's dices. Part 8, Memory of Chaos. Memory of Chaos is an endgame game mode in Honkai Star Rail. Mostly, in my opinion, it's more pain in the ass than as your simulated universe. It resets every 1 to 2 weeks, I think, and there's a resonance which can help you in battle. And please utilize it so that you can zero clear it. And do not, and I repeat, do not play this game mode without maxed out characters or second to the max characters. If you're a masochist, then why not play it? Part 9, The End Game. Congratulations, you're now Trailblazer level 70. Now go touch some grass. Basically, the end game is just you completing everything, or playing Simulator Universe for 9,900 million times. Maybe you're asking yourself, how strong is the creator of this video? I have no life, sanity loss, no sleep. I'm going to rate this game a turn base out of a turn base. Spam E in the comments and like this, or else you lose your 50-50 to Ice Boy.